Johnny Cash once walked onto a stage and chose not to sing. The audience didn't know it yet, but this decision would quietly change his life. Because for the first time, disappointing people felt safer than disappointing himself. That night wasn't loud, there was no scandal, no argument, no dramatic exit. Just silence. Johnny stood there, under the lights, with a guitar in his hands and a weight he had carried for years. People expected a voice, a song, the man they came to see. But what they didn't see was how tired he had become of being exactly who everyone needed him to be. For years, Johnny Cash had been strong for other people, strong for the audience, strong for the industry, strong for the image. The man in black, the deep voice, the confidence. But strength, when it's performed long enough, turns into pressure. And pressure doesn't announce itself, it builds quietly. Johnny felt it in hotel rooms late at night, in empty hallways after shows, in the moments when applause faded and he was left alone with himself. He wasn't afraid of failing on stage. He was afraid of something worse. Letting people down. Because people didn't just listen to Johnny Cash, they believed in him. They saw him as steady, reliable, unbreakable. And when people believe in you like that, you start to feel responsible for their expectations. That night, standing on stage, Johnny realized something uncomfortable. He didn't have the energy to be the version of himself they came for. Not tonight. He could sing, physically, he could. But emotionally, something inside him refused. So he did something he had never allowed himself to do before. He stopped. No song, no explanation, just a quiet refusal. Some people were confused, some were disappointed, some waited, thinking it was part of the show. But Johnny knew. This wasn't a performance choice. It was a boundary. For the first time, he chose honesty over expectation. And that choice came with a cost. Not everyone stayed. Some people left the room that night carrying disappointment with them. But something else happened too. The silence felt lighter than pretending ever had. Johnny didn't suddenly feel happy, or free, or healed. But he felt real. And that mattered more. Because living up to expectations can keep you admired. But it can also keep you trapped. Johnny Cash learned that strength doesn't always mean showing up no matter what. Sometimes strength is knowing when not to. As the years passed, he became more careful with what he gave away. Not because he cared less about people, but because he finally cared enough about himself. That night didn't end his career, it didn't ruin his legacy. It reshaped it. The people who remained weren't there for the image. They were there for the man. And Johnny understood something many people never do. Disappointing others once can save you from disappointing yourself for a lifetime. Not every refusal is weakness. Sometimes it's the quiet beginning of finally being honest.